Sexy Halloween Vi, Sexy Lives.
What is a costume, uniform, or aesthetic that always, without fail, does it for you?
Sexy costume for an overweight, middle-aged dad?
What was the sexiest costume you wore on Halloween?
What are some sexy things to do during the Halloween season?
What is a good, sexy scary movie?
What's the female Halloween equivalent of putting your dick in a pumpkin?
Can we just pin a link to /r/slutty Halloween and be done with it?
Halloween Megathread 2020 edition. The 1920s were known as the Roaring Twenties. What do you predict the 2020s will be nicknamed as?
The last decade of the before time. These 20s roar for a whole different reason.
The Coronial era.
The terrible 20s.
No one would want to mention this cursed year again. They all say I remember, it happened to me in, you know when.
The final 20s.
The current 20s. The dying 20s.
People who asked for a pencil every single day in school. How is life going for you?
My collection is nearly complete.
I chose to study computer science. Losing a laptop is much harder than losing a pencil.
It's going pretty good, really. Still ask for a pen most days and even return it sometimes, so I guess I've grown as a person.
I still remember her name, Jennifer Day. She knew that I didn't have a pencil every day and gave me one with a smile. Thank you, Jennifer.
I will write it down if you give me a pencil.
What are some oddly specific signs that someone's a good person?
They keep the trash with them until they find a dustbin.
When someone noticed you were going to talk in a group but get cut off, then later they say you were about to say something, right?
I know my boss is a good person because he's never said anything mean about a rude client or competitive business. It's always, those guys do awesome work, that guy is just the best man.
They can admit when they are wrong about something without getting angry or defensive.
When in a group of people walking, they make sure nobody gets left behind by spacing themselves between the leaders and the stragglers and keeping an eye on both.
Someone who remembers a tiny detail about your life or something you like and brings it up in convo much later on.
They pick up nails, screws or sharp objects they come across from the parking lot or road so people don't get flat tires.
Hey there, adults of Reddit. What is something a teenager should cross off the bucket list before we are all grown up?
Stay up all night with friends, look at the stars, eat food in a Denny's at 3 a.m. and just revel in your youth.
Nothing much except take care of your teeth and probably get some exercise.
Learn how to use tools, you'll save so much money.
What's it like going to sleep the first night after waking up from a long coma?
Well, people don't instantly awaken, like from a good night's sleep. Over days or weeks they have gradually increasing periods of awareness, till they are awake.
If you could telepathically say something that all 7.8 billion people on Earth could hear at once, what would it be?
Something along the line of 19 remain. They won't know what the 19 are. People? Hours? Deaths? This will most likely spiral them into insanity.
Gandalf sucks guy 10 hours.
You picked the correct religion. I am real, and this is the proof you've been asking for. Then I watch the world blow up.
We're coming and then laugh manically.
You have one shot at winning a pun contest. $100,000 is at stake. What do you say?
A priest, a minister, and a rabbit walk into a blood bank. The rabbit says, "I think I am a typo."
Sometimes I tell dad jokes, and sometimes he laughs.
Did you know babies are born with 4 kidneys? Yeah, when they grow up, 2 of them become adult knees.
A Mexican magician walked into a bar. He said he could disappear on the count of 3. 1, 2. He was gone without a trace.
If anyone knows any good corn puns, I'm all ears.
100 grand? Nah, I'm more of a Snickers guy. This is actually my second time in a pun contest. The first time I got to tell 10 puns in the hopes that one of them would be good enough to move on to the finals. Unfortunately, no pun intended.
The last YouTube video you've watched gets sent to all your contacts. What are they about to watch?
Someone performing surgery on a teddy bear.
I have watched video on understanding ADHD.
The sexual harassment training video. And before anyone asks, if you ask someone out and they say no, it is not okay to piss in their toolbox. I hope they love some corgis, because they're about to get a Best of Cheddar compilation from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Edit, here's the link in the parent comment. Gangsta's Paradise Choir for 10 minutes on loop.
A 45-minute documentary on plausible theories for scientifically accurate aliens.
What happens when you eat a shoe?